Sung Jin-woo is the main protagonist of the Korean web novel and manhwa Solo Leveling. At the beginning of the story, he is known as the world's weakest hunter, an E-rank hunter who can barely survive low-level dungeons. After a mysterious incident in a deadly double dungeon, he gains access to a unique system that allows him to continuously level up his strength, unlike any other hunter. Through relentless battles, discipline and sacrifice, Jin-woo evolves from a fragile and underestimated fighter into one of humanity's most powerful beings, commanding an army of shadow soldiers and carrying the fate of the world on his shoulders. Let's see how we can achieve his physique, strength, combat style and athleticism. For this, I will only use material from the first 2 seasons of the anime, to give everyone a chance to read this absolute masterpiece. And to be fair, in the first 2 seasons he already achieved an inhuman level of strength, combat and athleticism, so no need for more content. Alright, his physique and strength. Jin-woo is one of the most aesthetic and lean fictional characters I know. His muscles are so well defined, especially his abs. In the manhwa it's even more impressive. His muscle mass is okay, he is by no means big. The thing is, too much muscle mass can decrease your athletic performance, and it can give a hard time to the cardiovascular system too. Since Jin-woo relies heavily on athleticism, he can't have a lot of muscle mass. Strength here is off the charts. My man is beyond human limits and he can gain even more strength since he is leveling non-stop. His most strength is in his legs, I'll say. Okay, true, his upper body is packed with a ton of strength, but if the lower body can support the upper body strength and athleticism, then all this strength will be useless. So our focus here will be an optimal muscle mass on the upper body with strength too, and the lower body more focused on strength to support his athleticism, combat training and upper body strength. His combat style is extremely deadly. Here we will focus on 2 things, combat with weapons and hand-to-hand fighting. His weapons-based combat resembles a lot the Filipino martial arts, being either Kali, Eskrima or Arnis. These styles emphasize fast knife work, angles, reflexes, dual wielding, flow drills and attacking while moving. Jin-woo's rapid stabbing combinations and fluid weapon transitions resemble this a lot. For the hand-to-hand fighting, we can do Muay Thai for aggressive close-range pressure, balance and explosive striking. Even though Jin-woo mainly uses daggers, his posture and movements resemble modern striking athletes. You can also add the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu just to make sure you know it, in case you don't have your weapons or God knows what situation you find yourself into. For the overall combat style, keep in mind that you have to be stone cold, fast and silent, just like a well-trained assassin or military man. Now athleticism. Jin-woo's strong point is speed. Endurance comes really close, but speed is just something else. I mean, look at this. He's even leaving a trail behind him like a shooting star. To maintain this speed while fighting, yes, he absolutely needs endurance. Every normal human being will be cooked after the first sprint or real fight, but Jin-woo's endurance is something else. So for speed and endurance we will do cardio and speed training, and we will also add plyometrics to gain this explosiveness and fast movements. Like always, the last thing I'll add is flexibility. Stretching will give you more range of motion, will prevent injuries and will also help with recovery. Now let's see the workout plan. We will do 2 full bodies, 1 plyometrics day and 2 days dedicated to combat. You'll see the following structure: the exercise, the number of sets times the number of reps. Only 1 or 2 working sets because we will work 1 muscle group multiple times in a week, and 1 or 2 sets is the maximum amount of load your body could take with this much training. Don't forget that the nervous system recovers more slowly than the muscular system, and it can take up to 72 plus hours to properly recover. So we will not destroy our body in the gym with a ton of sets. The number of reps will sit at 5 to 6, 7 to 8, 9 to 10 and max. The 5 to 6 rep range is almost an all-in for strength with a touch of hypertrophy. The 7 to 8 is for me the sweet spot between strength and hypertrophy. The number of sets will dictate how much mass we want. The 9 to 10 rep range will be the best suited for hypertrophy. You'll get some strength too. And the max is for maximum amount of reps or maximum amount of seconds. Also, no more than 3 days at the gym, because with the combat training you'll be doing 4 full bodies and 1 plyometrics day, which is a lot. Okay, let's start with full body 1, squats. Doing squats at the beginning of the workout will give a testosterone boost for the whole day and for days to come. This will build overall leg strength and vertical pushing strength. Next, weighted chin-ups. Not pull-ups because we have only 2 exercises for the back, so we'll do chin-ups for mass. Doing weighted chin-ups can damage your biceps and tear them, so be careful to not ego lift. This will build back width and biceps mass. Next, inclined bench press. This will target the upper part of the pecs and bring a nice and round shape to your pecs, making your upper body look bigger. This is also good for pushing strength. If you have a big ribcage, set the bench at an angle of 45 degrees, and if you have a normal ribcage, set it at around 30 degrees. After that, we have lateral raises. You can either do them with cables or the classic dumbbell lateral raises. This will create the boulder shoulders we want. Next, seated overhead press. I will recommend doing it with dumbbells and at an 80 degrees bench angle. This will create the endurance for your shoulders, punching strength, and of course, bring mass to the shoulders. And finally, cable overhead extension for triceps. I recommend the V-bar or the straight bar simply because the rope isn't quite the best for triceps mass. Alright, full body 2. Starting strong with Romanian deadlifts. This will build the posterior chain strength, vital for fighting, and will build hamstrings and glutes mass. The calves and lats will also be triggered, but it's nothing compared to the hams and glutes. Next, we have weighted dips. This will build the lower and middle part of the pecs, giving strength and mass to the pecs, frontals, and triceps. If you can do the dips on the rings, it will be better since you need to stabilize yourself, thus creating more strength. After that, we have bent over barbell rows. This will create the thickness of the back and this will help with pulling actions. This will bring definition and mass to the upper back. Next, we have once again lateral raises to create the boulder shoulders. Then, reverse flies. You can either do them with cables or on the machine. This exercise will create even more definition in the mid-back, but will primarily target the rear delts, giving the final touch to the boulder shoulders. And finally, incline biceps curls. I recommend that you set up the bench at an angle of 45 degrees to get the sweet spot for contraction and stretch. This exercise will build the biceps thickness we want and need. And last but not least, plyometrics day. For plyometrics, I have my go-to as usual: box, broad, hurdle jumps, and lateral bounds. Box jumps will give you vertical explosiveness. Broad jumps will give you horizontal explosiveness. Hurdle jumps are mixed between vertical and horizontal explosiveness, and the lateral bounds will help you change directions fast without losing momentum. After the plyometrics, do shrugs for your traps. Doing shrugs will give you a fuller look to your physique and will help when you need to carry heavy things. And finally, do the ab wheel for your abs. Don't hold the position, but be on a constant back and forth movement. This will build this massive definition, muscle mass, and efficiency in the abs. With all of this, there are some things you should know and apply. Always warm up before an exercise with 2 warm-up sets. Just go light and warm up the muscle gradually. Rest 2 to 3 minutes between every set, and that is even the warm-up sets. Always have a proper execution and don't ego lift. You'll damage your muscles more than anything else. On every workout day, do 30 minutes of light cardio for endurance. Just get your heart rate moving and steady. Sprint for 15 minutes on every combat training day. I recommend 2 ways, preferably on a treadmill. First, you start with the random speed. You run for 3 minutes, then rest for 2. This is 1 set. For the next set, you set a different speed depending on the previous set. Then you go again for 3 minutes of running and 2 minutes of rest. The second variation is as follows. You set a starting speed, and the speed progressively increases for 3 minutes. Then you rest for 2 minutes. If it's too easy, increase the speed. For the 2 minutes of rest, you can either be static or catch your breath while walking. Stretch on every rest day for 20 minutes. And something that is vital is rest, so please keep the rest days. Do not add any workout or more combat training, don't even add cardio. Just chill and stretch. You need to understand that with 2 combat training days, 3 days at the gym and cardio, your nervous system will be toast if you don't let it rest. So give yourself enough sleep, enough rest, and don't smoke or drink alcohol. Indeed, alcohol and smoking are harmful for you as an athlete and will damage your recovery and overall body. And last but not least, try to give at least 1 day off between the workout days. Training for combat the day after or before a gym session will be hard on your nervous system, but it's still okay compared to 2 days back to back to the gym. So in a week, you'll have to manage 3 workouts and 2 combat training days. With all of this, you need some serious nutrition. You need to know your BMR and TDEE, and based on this, you need to figure out if you need to be on a cut, bulk, or maintenance. Jin-woo is monstrously lean. I recommend something like 10% body fat. So if you are way above 10% body fat, be on a cut. If you are way under 10% body fat, be on a surplus. And if you are around 10% body fat, be on a maintenance or slight surplus to equilibrate with the mass gained. The carbs and fat intake depends a lot if you are on a cut, bulk, or maintenance. But for the protein intake, try being around your body weight in pounds. So if you are at 170 pounds, have around 170 grams of protein daily. Once again, this is general advice, but if you want, I made 2 videos that talk about nutrition. The first one talks about the basics of nutrition, macronutrients and micronutrients. And the second one talks about the gut-brain axis, the link between the brain and the gastrointestinal tract. And if you want to learn more things about your muscular system, check out my video on the matter. And of course, I made other physique videos, so you can find your perfect physique or make your own based on the models I provide. Ladies and gentlemen, that was everything I had to say. If you enjoyed, let me know it in the comments. If you want to see another physique on here, let me know it in the comments too. And I'll say it once again, I have a lot of physiques to cover, so if you don't see your physique like right away, please be patient. If it's good, if it has a lot of material to cover, I will for sure do it. And we will meet next time for some other video. And like always, take care.